Hello everyone and welcome back. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about eating disorders again, and specifically with regards to Jamie-Lynn Sigler. So if you ever watched The Sopranos, she played Meadow Soprano. She played the daughter of Tony. Jamie-Lynn Sigler hid her eating disorder, deep insecurities amid her Sopranos success. I was a mess. I'll put a link to this article in the description for the video. And actually, if you go to the article, there's also a YouTube video that you can listen to. Great stuff. Jamie-Lynn Sigler is reflecting on the impact of the deep insecurities she developed during her early days of stardom. In People's exclusive clip from the Tuesday, May 12th episode of the Not Skinny But Fat podcast, the 44-year-old opened up about the difficult mental health journey she faced following her sudden success as a teen on The Sopranos. She recalled being heavily scrutinized and made fun of because of her appearance, leading to her developing a lot of insecurities. I had somebody call me live on a radio show and tell me that they had bets with their friends how much weight I'd gained in between seasons. My God, that's horrible. It was kind of ruthless back then for sure. You felt immense pressure. The actress said she was devastated by some of the things she'd read about herself and ultimately led to her struggling with an eating disorder. During the podcast, Sigler told Hirsch, who I guess was interviewing her, that she ended up losing a lot of weight and even got a nose job in between the pilot episode and the rest of the first season. I'm 40 pounds lighter with a different face, pretty much, she said, noting that because she was under 18, the showrunner spoke to her mother and expressed concerns. Sigler added that she didn't even talk to her family about her insecurities and mental struggles. Wow. So it just shows you, right? I mean, look, I have 5 nieces, 2 grandnieces, a stepdaughter, and it just seems like the pressure to look perfect is just so intense, especially with women. You know, and I've put content out there about eating disorders in men, but typically the issues with men is, I think they refer to it as bigorexia, right? We're never big enough. We want to be bigger and more muscular and, you know, have these massive shoulders and a big chest and a little tiny waist. And I get it. Look, I'm 59. I'll be 60 at the end of the year. And it is tough to stay in shape, right? And you see these photographs online of these guys. They're in their 60s and they're all roided up, right? And God only knows what it does to the insides of your body. And having just had my second cancer scare in 5 years, you know, I have to be really careful about what I put into my body. But you've got these young women, and there's such pressure. I mean, here's Jamie-Lynn Sigler, you know, on this amazing TV show that, you know, a lot of us were fans of, and she's talking about the fact that people are calling into radio shows and just saying, and just criticizing her. I mean, how terrible is that? And we get a lot of calls from families who with young women, you know, daughters, adult children, who are suffering from these issues. And these are, I'm going to tell you, the eating disorders are tough cases clinically. They really are. And the guardianship, which we use for these kinds of cases, is a wonderful tool. Now, obviously, if there's drug use, we can add in the Marchman Act too, because that gives us some speed. But I'm going to tell you, if you don't get a handle on this, something tragic can happen, and it will happen. Like any disease, if it's untreated, it will destroy the host, it'll destroy the patient, and it'll destroy your family. So if you've got a loved one who's suffering from an eating disorder, we'd like to talk to you. Let's talk about what options may or may not be available, both legal and non-legal, and sometimes a combination of both. So please reach out to us, and I'd be interested to hear your thoughts. If you're a family out there and you've been dealing with this, share some of what you're dealing with in the comments so other people know they're not alone. Sometimes the biggest issue is families just think they're alone, that they're suffering in silence, that nobody else is dealing with this. You're not alone. You're not powerless, and you're not out of options. So please reach out to us. And if there's an issue going on in your family and I've not made a video about it, let me know. I'll make you a video. Just post in the comments, because if it's affecting your family, I'm sure it's affecting somebody else's. And it's this content is about giving you information, right? And what you do with it, that's entirely up to you. So please post in the comments. If you could, give me a thumbs up. It helps with the algorithm. It helps us to get this content to more people, which means we can help more people. And that's the goal. That's the mission of the firm, right? That's what I started out with in February of 2016 when I was broke and sitting in the library, and it's still the mission today. So please, it helps. And if you want more of this content that I make every single day for you, please subscribe to the channel. And with that said, thank you for tuning in. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.